Yo, what is good to my anime face? What is good, yo? I gotta make some of these videos relatively quick, but let's just talk about ReZero and the Clown Prince himself, man. Roswell. I don't trust this guy, but at the same time, I think it's better him than the disgusting girl who likes to just disembowel. I can't stand that woman. But regardless, there is so much that ReZero drops every single week, and I don't think they're just doing it to do it. This is clearly the strategy of how well the show is thought out and how well certain characters are just going to be blown up in the light compared to others. But my whole thing is when we see different people actually come to take the forefront, we don't really see them uh, drop the ball in a sense. Like, for instance, the disembowel lady. She comes to steal the show and she does not fail. She even has some kind of shadow clone to straight up take nullify the damage that she would have received from Beatrice this week, which also kind of blew my mind, right? Like, these are the types of things I'm not expecting. So to just all of a sudden be in a situation where that is popping off kind of baffles me because I don't know who is going to be in the right and who's going to be in the wrong. So because of this, I'm just looking forward to what they give us as a whole. Um, we heard the revive side, like sound effect, and straight up, nothing really came out of it in the grand scheme of uh, him getting revived. So it sounded almost as if this reviving sign is somebody doing it, right? Like someone else can do it at some point because how else did we hear it? And it had the almost same exact effect, but the one thing that was different is he still had all the damage he had taken from being straight up, jumped. But regardless of all that, it just goes to show you how little the details can be spread with how the book kind of intertwined the two, which if if Beatrice's book that she was talking about stopped telling her the future at whatever point, what does that mean for his book, right? Like, does that mean his book stopped telling the future? Does that mean the reason why it stopped telling the future is because she was that much closer to her inevitable end? But she said it stopped telling her a while ago. So there's a lot of little details, like always in this show, that by missing any, you kind of miss the main point, which sucks at the end of the day. But also, it makes the show that much better because I still can't picture in my head what could be the goal of this man who seemingly had a ridiculous amount, but he's willing to sacrifice the same person he is, so humbly willing to step up for at times. Emilia is someone that we thought we can um, trust and put forward, but now all of a sudden it's not, like we are not Emilia, but we thought Roswell would at least put her in front of himself, which he was at times, it seemed like, but now that we found out that he would do stuff like make it snow to make her unstable, or he would make it snow just because the book says it so. That's the type of stuff that we have to be worried about the most when it comes down to this character, especially when two people have kind of summarized that our main character could end up like that. So um, that's pretty sketchy. I do like the fact of the matter that everything we hear and see usually has meaning in this show. They don't just throw it out there for no reason all the time. And I think this is a great time to actually trust in their decision of saying, yeah, well, multiple people do see you as this man. And why? No one knows. But he has one eye that definitely reminds me of Natsuki's, and if that is the case, and maybe he like summoned him, or somehow he's related to him, or maybe he becomes him, I don't know. But as he says about Subaru, is once he restarts, sure, it won't be him there, but if there's one of him to fulfill what they all dream of, which is his dream, then he will be happy nonetheless, which is kind of scary. Someone who knows he's throwing it all away because he's dying, and then winds up uh, knowing that there may be a version of him that actually will do it, that actually will succeed in their dream. He's a scary one. Not to mention Amelia when she's unstable, seeing how I guess this is where Puck can come in. He would actually be the one to stabilize her easier, I guess. Um, but it seems like her unstable, quote unquote, is closer to being a witch than anything, right? She didn't change her persona when she was already crazy and seeing the person she supposedly loves injured, eaten, dying. She still treated him as if, oh, I'm glad you're back from your trip wherever you went. Now come rest, and just lay there. And then kisses him while he died. Like, bruh. Uh, she's gone. She's in that timeline. She's gone, and that's the scary thing about this show is, imagine if every single time he died, these stories still played out to where they're supposed to inevitably end, and somehow he might actually have to witness how crazy things got when he left. That would be my last like mind-blowing straw, is that these people still have suffered time and time again after you leave, or the world has ended in like different diabolical ways. Like, I can't wait to see where ReZero goes at the end of the day. But if there's something you wanted to talk about, let me know down below, because I gotta make a lot of other stuff, and as of right now, I have only started this. So I will talk to you guys in the next one. Leave me your comments, leave me your thoughts, leave me your suggestions, leave me your pain. Take care. Peace. Out. I was pushing this wrong button the whole time. No. Get up. Oh my